Did you know your brain burns more energy worrying for an hour than your legs do walking for two? Yeah, that means if you're tired all the time, it might not be your body. It might be your brain running emotional marathons before you even get out of bed. I learned this the hard way. I would wake up every single morning feeling like I was already behind. Not like, oops, overslept, but like emails, tasks, and expectations were already chasing me. My eyes opened, and boom, dopamine withdrawal, cortisol spike, vague guilt about 3 people I hadn't even talked to yet. And it was only 7:08 a.m. Then I would reach for my phone. And what did I do? Doom scrolling like I was negotiating a hostage release. Instagram, news, group chats, email, and somehow, in the middle of all of that, my soul vanished. Here's what nobody tells you. The way you start your day becomes your day. Started overwhelmed, overstimulated, undercaffeinated, and congratulations, you've already lost. I was basically inviting burnout to breakfast every single morning. Then one day, I forgot to charge my phone. No screen, no alerts, just me, breathing, unplugged for 12 minutes. And I swear, I felt peace. Not fake peace, real peace. Maybe I'm not dying inside peace. I tried it the next day on purpose, and the next, that tiny window, 10, 15 minutes before the world starts screaming, became sacred. I stopped waking up like I owed everybody something. No phone, no input, just water, deep breaths, maybe journaling if I was feeling extra Pinterest dad. I still had the same job, same life, same problems, but my energy changed. Because finally, I was leading my day instead of surviving it. And that changed everything. I'm not saying you need to go full monk mode, chanting affirmations while doing sun salutations. No, I'm saying the first 15 minutes of your day are the steering wheel of a car. Grab it wrong, you crash. Grab it right, you still hit traffic, but at least you're not veering into a ditch. So tomorrow, try waking up before the internet. Let your brain stretch before it sprints. Trust me, Instagram can wait. Your peace can't. And if you're still here and haven't clicked away, congratulations. You might be one of the rare legends with an attention span longer than a goldfish. You're basically my favorite kind of person. So maybe hit that button, the one that lets us stay connected. You know the one. Okay, confession time. There was a stretch of my life when I thought I was healthy because I ate granola. 45 minutes later, face down on my desk, wondering why I was exhausted. Here's the deal. Not all food gives you energy. Some of it quietly steals it, like a thief in the night with a PhD in metabolism. Sugar, processed carbs, healthy snacks disguised as wellness. They're edible sabotage. I wasn't eating for fuel. I was eating for fullness, for taste, for the illusion of control. I'd shovel a healthy meal in, wait for the fire to roar, and then complain when all I got was smoke. The wake-up call, tracking how I felt after eating. Not how full I was, not how clean it seemed, how my body actually responded 30, 60, 90 minutes later. The result? Everything I thought was healthy was knocking me out, even stuff with leafy greens and ancient grains. Turns out, I had been fueling my body with emotional sedatives disguised as wellness. Solution? Whole foods, protein, fiber, healthy fats, eggs, nuts, avocados, Greek yogurt without sugar coma. Smaller meals eaten with purpose, not for survival, not for fullness, but to fuel the next few hours. The outcome, no more 2 p.m. death spirals, no fantasizing about becoming a couch, just steady energy to live, think, create, and interact with humans without daydreaming about silence. Here's an experiment. Tomorrow, eat something simple with protein, healthy fat, and fiber. Then wait. 1 hour later, notice how your brain feels. If it's still a spinning loading screen from 2003, congrats. You just discovered edible sabotage. Food isn't your enemy, but some of it is lying to you. And your body knows. It always knows. Ever talk to someone and feel like you ran a 5K without moving? That's emotional fatigue, and it's real. More exhausting than any treadmill or kale smoothie. I used to think this was just introversion, bad small talk, or low iron. But no, some people just drain you. Slowly, silently, like sipping your soul through a compostable straw. Here's the sneaky part. The most exhausting people aren't always dramatic. They're nice. They care about you being available. Conversations are monologues. Texts are therapy sessions you didn't sign up for. Hangouts leave you needing a spa day, a nap, and a new identity. For years, I thought this was normal. Then I read this quote. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. I made a list. People who energize me versus people who drain me. And let me tell you, seeing it all on paper was eye-opening. Some friendships were really unpaid emotional labor contracts. Solution? Cut cords gently, quietly, without drama. Stop being available 24/7. And guess what? Most people didn't even notice. The ones who drained me, they didn't care how I was doing. They only cared that I was available. The result? Peace, energy, creativity, sleep. Life without that constant low hum of guilt. Your energy is limited. Protect it. Spend it wisely. Picture this. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, fully dressed for the gym, and I'm paralyzed, not physically, mentally, spiritually, existentially, just sitting there, exhausted before I even touch the door handle. Why? Because for years, I believed the toxic little lie. You're tired because you're not working out enough. So naturally, I tried to fight exhaustion with intensity. Hit classes that felt like hostage situations, spin sessions trying to murder me with techno music and screaming instructors. And yeah, I left drenched in sweat, but also emotionally bankrupt and halfway to a nap. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Being exhausted is not equal to being out of shape. You can be fit and still feel like roadkill if your nervous system is constantly triggered, thinking it owes rent money. The fix? Movement that feels safe, not stressful, not punishing, just enough to tell your body, hey, we're alive, not being chased. All is well. I started small, walks around the block, stretching while watching Netflix. 10 minutes, not to burn calories or earn lunch, but just because it felt good. Slowly, energy came back, not instantly, but consistently. Eventually, I went back to real workouts, not from guilt, but from joy. Your body doesn't care about looking perfect. It cares about feeling safe, calm, and in flow. And yes, even scrolling counts as movement. Tap like, subscribe, kinetic energy baby. Then I realized something else. I had everything right. Job, apartment, meals, gym, but I was still exhausted. Why? Because I was bored. So I made boredom illegal. Tiny sparks of novelty, walk a new route, try a weird recipe, listen to strange music, gave me energy again. Dopamine fuels energy. You don't need a Bali vacation. You just need small things that wake up your brain. Here's your assignment. Do one tiny thing today that feels new. Write with the other hand. Eat somewhere different. Watch a weird movie. Anything to spark your brain awake. One of the biggest reasons I was tired? I was lying to myself, pretending I was okay when I wasn't, hiding feelings, faking happiness. It drains energy fast. One night, I whispered to myself, I don't want to do this anymore. No drama, just truth. Energy came back because I stopped pretending. Being honest, even just a little, frees your energy. And rest. I used to think I had to earn it. But rest isn't a reward, it's a need, like water or oxygen. One day I said, screw it, I'm resting now. Not because I earned it, just because I need it. Everything changed. Energy stabilized. Burnout faded. Peace returned. Rest became a power move, a boundary, a declaration. You don't need permission. Sleep, unplug, nap, say no. Protect your energy like it's your last slice of pizza. So here's the takeaway. Being tired isn't who you are. It's your body, brain, and soul telling you something. Rest, move, eat well, protect your energy, find small joys, be honest. Do one of these today. Not tomorrow, not when you have time. Your energy is your life. Treat it like it.